You can sponsor a family visa for your family members and parents to live in Dubai by following this up-to-date 2022 guide. Sponsor your family in Dubai, 2022 guide. Dubai is one of the world's most attractive destinations for holidays and living. If you're looking to move to the United Arab Emirates to live and work in Dubai, you may also want to consider sponsoring your family members. Over 90% of Dubai's population consists of foreign nationals and expats, so you'll be happy to learn how easy it is to join them and sponsor your family to live and work in the UAE is easy. In this article, we'll cover the following. Requirements for sponsoring family members in Dubai. Dubai family visa, documents needed. What is the minimum salary to get a family visa in Dubai? Can you sponsor your siblings in Dubai? How can I sponsor a relative to Dubai? How to sponsor parents in Dubai? How much does it cost to sponsor parents in Dubai? How can Trade License Zone help you? Requirements for sponsoring family members in Dubai. A foreign national can sponsor immediate family members or get a family visa if they have a valid UAE residence visa. The UAE recently updated its regulations for sponsoring a family visa in Dubai, making it easier for sponsors already holding valid residence visas to apply. Before this rule change, getting family visas or a dependent visa for freelancers and consultants was tricky, as the regulations only allowed professionals to sponsor family members for family visas or residence visa applications. Family visa processing is now much more streamlined. Under the new regulations, an expat can sponsor family members for a family visa if the sponsor meets a minimum salary requirement. The minimum salary for sponsoring your family in Dubai is AED 4,000, or AED 3,000 with accommodation included, for male sponsors. Another mandatory requirement is a medical test for all family members applying for a residence visa to live in the UAE. This medical test must be carried out at a government-approved health center and includes a blood test and chest X-ray. Dependents may also need additional medical checks for other health conditions. The government authorities will issue a medical clearance certificate once approved for use to apply for a family visa. Dubai family visa, documents needed. Here is the complete list of required documents for you to sponsor a family visa or a family member's visa application for Dubai. A copy of your employment contract, company contract. A salary payslip or certificate from your employer. Your valid Emirates ID. Your passport or residence permit. Your registered tenancy contract. Your latest utility bill from Dubai municipality. If sponsoring your wife, a marriage certificate attested by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in your home country and the UAE. If sponsoring your children, attested birth certificates. Passport copies of those being sponsored. Passports should be valid for at least 6 months. Photos of those being sponsored, passport sized against a white background. Medical fitness test certificates of those being sponsored. Sponsor your family in Dubai, 2022 guide. What is the minimum salary to get a family visa in Dubai? As mentioned above, a foreign national looking to sponsor a family visa or a visa for family members must meet the minimum salary requirement. In Dubai, this means a sponsor must earn AED 4,000, or AED 3,000 with accommodation included, per month for male sponsors. It is also possible for female expats to sponsor a family visa, and for this, the female sponsor must earn a minimum of AED 10,000, or AED 8,000 with housing included, per month. For this, the female expat must first get special permission from the General Directorate of Residency and Foreign Affairs Dubai, GDRFA. Can you sponsor your siblings in Dubai? Presently, foreign nationals living in Dubai cannot sponsor a visa for their siblings. However, an expat can sponsor a siblings visitor visa, which is valid for 90 days. Expatriate residents can apply for this from the UAE government's online portals. How to sponsor my wife in Dubai? To sponsor your wife's family visa, you must first meet the minimum monthly salary requirement. You must also have proof of your relationship, such as a marriage certificate. This document must be certified and translated into Arabic by a certified translator at a registered typing office. How can I sponsor a relative to Dubai? The family visa can only be applied for if the relative has traveled to the UAE with an entry permit. After entering the UAE, the sponsor has 60 days to apply for the relative's family visa. There are two types of entry permits, depending on whether the family member is located within the UAE or outside the UAE. When your relative's entry permit has been granted and the family member is in Dubai, the status change application must be completed. If the family member is outside the UAE, they must enter Dubai using this entry permit. As mentioned previously, the family member you wish to sponsor needs to undergo a medical check. Once this medical fitness exam has been approved by the Dubai Health Authority and Ministry of Health and Prevention, your relative can proceed to the next step of the family visa process and apply for an Emirates ID. Your relative must visit the FAIC website to complete the e-form and send the following documents: original passport, original entry permit, original birth certificate or father's passport, or Emirates ID. Passport and visa of the sponsor of the relative only applies to newborns. All relatives must hold medical insurance policy approved by the Dubai Health Authority, DHA. There are various medical insurance plans available on the market. Be sure to shop around for the right plan to support your relatives. Once they have a copy of the medical insurance certificate, the medical check certificate, an entry permit, or status change application, and an Emirates ID application, the relative can get their visa stamped. This process can take between 15 to 17 working days. How to sponsor parents in Dubai. Many foreign nationals living in Dubai might wonder if they can sponsor their parents to live in the UAE. It is possible for foreign nationals holding a UAE residence visa to do this. As with sponsoring a family visa, there are minimum monthly salary requirements and accommodation conditions for sponsoring your parents in the UAE. The Department of Naturalization and Residency Dubai, DNRD, requires you to have a minimum salary of AED 20,000 or AED 19,000 plus two-bedroom accommodation. You must submit your salary certificate and additional documents, as mentioned previously, when applying. Additionally, as the sponsor, you need to get a medical insurance policy for your parents. If you wish to sponsor your parents for a year-long stay in Dubai, you will have to pay an additional deposit for each parent. This fee is approximately AED 2,500 each, but please check for accurate pricing from the relevant Dubai Immigration Agency and local authority for any changes to its deposit fee structure at the time of application. According to the GDRFA, you must sponsor both parents together, except in the case of death or divorce, in which case you must provide documentary proof. You can only sponsor parents if it can be proved that you are their sole support. Your parents will be required to undergo a medical fitness test and a security inspection and demonstrate their physical fitness. How much does it cost to sponsor parents in Dubai? The cost to sponsor parents in Dubai is AED 488.90 for each parent. This cost is only for an application coming from outside the UAE. If you apply to sponsor your parents while they are in Dubai, this cost is slightly more. There is also a sponsor registration file fee of AED 268.90, along with medical exam fees, Emirates ID registration fees, passport fees, and document certification and translation costs. How Trade License Zone can help you. Trade License Zone can help you navigate the process of sponsoring family visas. We are experts in business setup in Dubai, and we also provide services to help entrepreneurs and investors with the family visa application process. For more information, please contact the Trade License Zone office today.